Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls near and far. Welcome to Kenneth Buster Lindsay Court here at the beautiful Jefferson High School Gymnasium. I'm Doug Halberstadt alongside veteran Dave Peroni, calling tonight's contest between the home team, the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks, and the visitors, the Rockford East E-Rabs. Beautiful night for basketball once again, Dave. Our second broadcast of the week.
Absolutely, and this, Doug, is a very special night here at Jefferson Jayhawks Gymnasium, Buster Lindsay, and they're going to have a little bit of a Jefferson Jayhawks Hall of Fame class of 25 induction for two coaches that were here earlier. That'll be probably coming up in about 3 minutes. They're going to do it after the players warm up, but it should be exciting, and the families of both of the gentlemen, Kenneth Buster Lindsay and also Bruce the Voice Beeling will be honored here tonight.
Right, and I understand that Mr. Lindsay has passed away, so it's posthumously awarded to him. That's who the court is named after.
Correct.
And then Mr. Bailing was a longtime PA announcer here and a teacher, correct?
Correct. He was a softball coach and a POMS coach and a teacher as well. So, and as you just said, a public address announcer. So, kudos to them, and sorry for the passing of Buster Lindsay. I do remember him way back in the day, and you know what, a great gentleman, and great that these guys are being inducted into the 2025 Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to both of them and their families. We got some other games around town tonight that I know you're going to be keeping an eye on. You do a great job of doing that. I don't know how you do it. Watch this game and 4 others on your computer.
That's why I don't admit to any mistakes. Yeah, looking at tonight's other action around the conference, Belvedere North 2-1 at Belvedere 2-1. The Boylan Titans 2-1. They're over at Auburn at the Castle. The Auburn Knights coming in at 2-0. The Freeport Pretzels 1-2 will visit Hononegah up in Rockton. Freeport 1-2. Hononegah 2-1. The Guilford Vikings are traveling over to Harlem High School. The Vikings 2-0. The Harlem Huskies 0-3, and of course the game that we've got here tonight, the Rockford East come in at conference at 1-2, and Jefferson 0-3. Looking at the standings for the Nick 10, Guilford is 2-0, Auburn is 2-0, Hononegah 2-1, Belvedere 2-1, Boylan 2-1, Belvedere North 2-1. Kind of a conglomeration of everything.
Was that 5 teams with 2-1?
Yeah, exactly. So they're all bunched up. So when we go to Christmas break after next week, coming in January, it's going to be, everybody's got to have their game together, and it's going to be a tight race.
Yeah, that's kind of the way the beginning of the season always kind of plays out that way. You got the haves, and then the kind of haves, and then the have-nots.
Right.
You know, in the conference, it's been that way for a long time.
And looking at the girls' standings, the Boylan Titans, the Hononegah, and Freeport all tied up at 3-0. Guilford Vikings at 2-1, and then the Harlem Huskies, Auburn Knights, Belvedere North, and East all at 1-2, and Belvedere and Jefferson ladies are both at 0-3.
We get our first chance to do a ladies' game next Tuesday night. That'll be our first opportunity to cover the women's side of the basketball court coming up in a few days.
Yeah, looking forward to that contest. It'll be Guilford, depending on how the girls do tonight. I'm sorry, not Guilford. Belvedere North and Jefferson should be a close contest in that one. It'll be fun to do a girls' game. Again, we're going to be doing both boys and girls by a couple games a week.
So we got next Tuesday night, next Friday night, and then we go on a little holiday break.
A little parody, yes.
And then we'll be back in 2026. I think the first one is January 6th.
Yep.
So that's kind of our schedule.
Right now, the public address announcer is going to be announcing the Kenneth Buster Lindsay family maybe first.
2 inductees into the Jefferson High School Hall of Fame. Said this is the first ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for them. What a nice honor.
Yeah, again, Kenneth Buster Lindsay, the late Kenneth Buster Lindsay, first head coach in school history, baseball, cross country, and athletic director from 76 to 87, and taking some pictures down on the court. What a great honor.
Yep, good for him and his family. Started in 1962. I was 1.
I was 6. Now Bruce Baling, the voice, public address announcer, coach.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. I definitely recognize him. Didn't actually know that's who it was, but I do recognize him.
Bruce, the boys, I remember him doing a lot of games that we did way back in the day.
Yeah, he bleeds Jefferson.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Get some pictures taken at half court. Tremendous honor for both these gentlemen.
Got a little bonus tonight, Dave, catching this action with the 2 inductees. That's pretty cool.
Great to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few minutes away from tip-off here tonight. We're going to get the starters. Dave, you got the list?
All set. Thanks, Doug, for the visiting East E-Rab, starting at a guard position, 5'9", 175-pound guard Brian Harper. At a guard position, 5'9", 145-pound senior, number 3, Will Robinson. At another post position, 6'4", 200-pound senior, number 5, Marquise Goldsmith. In a wing position, 6'1", 180-pound senior, number 20, John Terrian Leach. And in the post position, 6'5", 160-pound junior, number 23, Julius Crawford. The East E-Rebs coached by longtime head coach Roy Sackmaster. For the Jefferson Jayhawks, Starting at a guard position, 5'10", 150-pound senior, number 1, Zaire Hudson. At a guard position, 6'2", 190-pound junior, number 2, Alejandro Alamici. At a guard position, 6'1", 160-pound junior, number 3, Trezor Makoko. At a guard position, 6 foot, 145-pound sophomore, number 11, Malachi Robinson. And at a wing position, 6'3", 190-pound senior, number 12, Jaden Williams, the Jefferson Jayhawks, coached by Mr. L.C. Robinson. Tonight's officials, Brad Bach, Eric Cunningham, and Chris Hart. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of RPS 205 broadcast, my good partner, Doug Halberstadt.
Thank you, Dave. We got the Jefferson Jayhawks in their home white uniforms tonight with the red and gold trim, red numbers, and the visitors will be in all black with the red trim and the white numbers for the East E-Rabs. Now, we just saw the East E-Rabs a couple nights ago. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then they kind of came on strong during the second half. So we'll see if they make some adjustments tonight, how they open up a little different.
Yeah, at one point they were down by 18 points, ended up finishing the game and losing to the Auburn Knights by eight points. And, credit that big game was Crawford, who did a tremendous job. Brian Hartwer came along in the second half to do all his scoring.
Yeah, Goldsmith had a big night.
Official bringing his coat over here. I wonder if he's got any money in it.
Yeah. Looks like Crawford is going to jump for the E-Rabs. And taking the tip will be Trezor Makoko. And if you're watching on television or YouTube, I guess nowadays, Jefferson's going to be going from north to south, and East will be going from the south end to the north end to start the game. In comes the official. Ball is up, and we're playing basketball. East controls first. Harper bounce passes in on the low post. Tries to take it up strong. Good defense there by the home team. Goes strong to the hoop, takes a shot. That's number 1, Zaire Hudson. We got a foul on the rebound.
That foul is going to be assessed to Goldsmith. That'll be his first, team first. Goldsmith comes into the action for the East E-Rabs, 10 points per game. Harper, 12 points per game, and Jonathan Leach, 10 points per game. Those are the 3 double figures for the E-Rabs.
Jaden Williams, nice bounce pass through the lane. Gives the ball.
Malachi Robinson scoring. He averages 15 points a game for the Jayhawks.
With the ball up top of the key, Marquise Goldsmith, who had a big night on Wednesday, looks around, makes a pass, not controlled. Jefferson's got the ball and a breakaway, and he gets fouled. Going to the hoop, Malachi Robinson fouled on his way up. He'll be at the charity stripe.
Foul's going to be on Julius Crawford. That'll be his first, team second. Robinson to the line, first time tonight. Clock just joined us, 7:17. Jayhawks up by 3 now.
Swishes that first one. 3-0 Jayhawks.
Angelo Mormon now checks in for the E-Rabs.
Here's the second attempt. And that one's also good. Both free throws good by Malachi Robinson.
Oh, no, we got a lane violation.
Okay.
Went over the stripe.
So they'll take that one away. Still 3-0. Brian Harper Jr. running the offense. Brings it down on the left side. He's going to drive all the way to the rim. Finds open player on the wing for a 3, no good. Rebound to East. Stolen by Jefferson. Jefferson running the ball up the court from the right wing. That's number 1. Zaire Hudson missed that attempt.
And we've got a foul.
Yep. Looks like away from the ball there.
That's going to be on. Amanachi gets called with the foul. That'll be his first, team first. Jayhawks in a man-to-man defense.
Harper gets it over to Mormon. Mormon will dribble. Looking for a pass. Finds up at the top. That's Crawford with the ball. Crawford dribbling, getting hounded defensively. Gets fouled. That was Jaden Williams with the foul.
That'll be his first, team's second. Clock 6:30, first period to play.
So Harper's going to inbound. Looks, goes to the backcourt. Gets it to Will Robinson. Robinson's going to bring the ball up. Closely guarded by Malachi Robinson. Gets it back out to Mormon. Mormon hands it off to Leach. Leach takes the shot. Off the rim, no good. Nice rebound there. Looks for an outlet pass. Finds his man. With the ball, Jaden Williams. He gets it. Passes off to... Oh.
Officials calling this game tight.
Yeah, real tight there. Who'd he call it on?
Brian Harper.
Okay, Brian Harper. I thought he said 5-0. Must have been just 0.
So just 2 minutes into the game, already 5 fouls. Total.
Goes up with that little left hook. Doesn't go. Alejandro Amici missed that one. Harper brings the ball back down. Dribbles to his left, takes a three-pointer. In and out. Rebound, Jefferson. That's Malachi Robinson, brings it up. Dribbles between the legs. At the top of the key, drives the lane. Takes a right-handed layup, no good. Rebound, Harper. Harper pushing the ball. He had Jonathan Leach on the wing. Now Jefferson gets a steal. Number 12 up on the left-hand side. That was Jaden Williams. And
the East E-Rabs going to take a timeout, Doug.
Yep, Sackmeister calls the timeout, 32nd. 5-0. And we're at about the 5.5-minute mark.
And right off the bat, the East E-Rabs, same thing as what happened the other night.
Yeah.
Slow start.
Yep.
Head coach Roy Sackmaster, good timeout trying to get his team to regroup.
Yeah, I think Harper was ice cold the other night in the first half. He didn't have any points until the second half. So they got to see if they can get him more involved in the offense. Because when he came out in the second half and he was part of the offense, they started having some success.
Yeah, he was held scoreless in the first half, and
right.
then he took control. Clock at 5:25 to go. First quarter, Jayhawks up 5-0 over the East E-Rabs.
Crawford inbounds to Harper. Harper brings it across midcourt. Looks to run the O. See if they call a certain play here. Mormon was going to sit a screen. He rolls down the lane. With the ball, Leach. Leach up and in. Nice jump shot there from about 15 feet. Jefferson takes the ball down low, left wing, back up top. With the ball, Malachi Robinson looks to drive. He makes a nice bounce pass into number 2. That's Alejandro. Alejandro up with a nice little soft hook. Gets the bounce and the basket.
Nice soft touchdown in the lane.
Yep. East. Oh, he goes up strong, and we're going to get the charge call on that. Looks like he might have got a elbow maybe in the stomach or something. He's down on the court.
Yeah, he hit hard.
He's going to get a hand up here.
See the number who was that?
I think it was Leach, number 20. Went up strong. He's going to get a hand up by the Jefferson player. Nice sportsmanship there. No basket. Offensive foul. He's going to go to the bench.
That's going to be his first, team fourth. So the next foul on East will be bonus.
Zaire Hudson's going to inbound the ball. Gets it right back. He brings it up. Dribbles to the right side. Driving down the left side of the lane. Jaden Williams. Williams gets it back up top. Back in the hands of Zaire Hudson. Hudson back to Williams. Williams behind the back dribble. Takes a three. Nothing but net. That brings the crowd to their feet. Look at that student section going wild on that one. Nice three-pointer there by Jaden Williams. East back with the ball. Up on top. He got fouled. Will Robinson before going to the hoop.
That's going to be on Makoko. That'll be his first. Team third now checking in for the East Ribs. It's going to be Marquise Goldsmith.
He replaces Mormon.
Clock at 4 minutes to go. Jayhawks up 10-2.
Harper's going to inbound the ball. He looks in the forecourt, finds him underneath the basket. Oh, nice idea. Goldsmith there. In and out of his hands, out of bounds. So Jefferson will get the ball. It's going to be inbounded by Williams, and he goes right to Hudson. Hudson faces a little pressure from Will Robinson. He dribbles down the left side, gets it back in the hands. Nice little pirouette move up and in. Number 3, that's Tresser Makoko with a nice little layup at the front of the rim.
Well, I got to tell you, I saw the Jefferson Jayhawks in the Auburn Classic, and they had a tough time. But, boy, this is a whole different team.
Yeah, 12-2 right now. Up, built a 10-point lead. Harper being hounded once again by Hudson. Goes to the wing. In the hands of Holland. Back to Harper. Harper calls out a play. He dribbles on the perimeter, back to Holland. Holland looks underneath for Goldsmith. Goldsmith takes a dribble. Oh, what a nice pass underneath. Gets it in the hands of Crawford. Crawford missed the shot. Hudson with a layup off the glass, and he gets the foul.
And did a great job that time.
Yeah, he went up with his right hand, just laid it softly off the glass. Right in, 14-2 at the 2:55 mark.
And the foul on Harper, that's going to be his second. Hudson at the line, first time tonight. 14-2, Jayhawk lead. 2:55 to go here in the first quarter.
Hudson takes a few dribbles, bends the knees, and hits off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to East. Holland's going to push it up. I'm sorry, that's Will Robinson, number 3. Back to Mormon from the top of the key. Long three-pointer, good. Angelo Mormon with the 3. Jefferson's going to try one of their own, but he gets fouled.
That's going to be on Maurice Holland. That'll be his first, and we're going to have 3 shots.
Yeah. Malachi Robinson find himself at the free throw line.
1 for 2.
I think the guy said he was on the line, the ref.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yep, so he's going to take 2. First one's up and good. Off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and down through the net. Malachi Robinson with the second attempt. Little backspin. Nothing but net on that one. Makes it an 11-point lead, 16-5, the home team. Will Robinson running the offense this time. Holland getting hammered by 2 guys. They call a jump ball. I can't see the possession arrow, Dave.
It's going to Jefferson.
Okay. You'll have to help me with it. Where? Oh, it's right in front of me, but I can't see it because the guy's sitting there. All right, Zaire Hudson bringing it up. Hudson goes to the right side, back up top. That's Williams. Williams takes a dribble, fires a 3. Oh, bounced around. Doesn't go. Out of bounds. We'll go to the visitors.
Clock now at 2:11. Jayhawks up 16-5 over the E-Rabs. First quarter of play.
Goldsmith bounces it into the hands of Robinson. Robinson over to the left. Here comes Mormon, strong with his left hand. Nice rebound, Goldsmith. Goldsmith with a little hook shot up and in on a nice offensive rebound. And he gets the foul. Taking care of that offensive glass. Nice rebound.
Sean Anderson get assessed with a foul. That'll be his first, team fourth. Goldsmith at the line, 54%, but he had a great night the other night.
Yep, that one doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Malachi Robinson. Robinson going to bring it up himself. Fires over here on the wing. At the free throw line, nice little jumper, falls for Jaden Williams. Williams dribbled right to the middle, took the jump shot, and he makes the steal, almost makes the steal on the defensive side.
Clock at 1:44, 18-7 East.
Playing both ends of the court there, Jaden Williams. Good hustle.
7 points on the night.
Getting pressure, nice job. Creates the turnover. Jefferson with the ball. Little layup, doesn't fall. Rebound goes to the E-Rabs. That's Goldsmith. Will Robinson guarded up front. Dribbles down the lane, just going to take it himself, and he gets fouled.
A lot of fouls here in the first quarter of play.
Yep. Will Robinson.
And that'll be on Sean Anderson. That's his second. Will Robinson at the line, Doug. 100% on the season.
Let's see if he can keep that streak alive. That one looks good. Oh, bounces out. Announcer's curse, Dave.
Announcer's curse.
You did it.
Jeremiah Sweeten now checks in for the Jayhawks, as well as Nasir Lewis.
Okay, Will Robinson's going to see if he can hit on his second attempt. Takes the dribble. Much better. Hudson going to bring the ball up. Looks to the middle. Fires it into Jeremiah Sweeten. Sweeten back out. Ball in the hands of Malachi Robinson now. Robinson looks to the middle. Dribbles behind the back, dribbles between the legs. And he's going to fire a three off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Robinson. Robinson down the left. He's going to run it by himself, up and in. Robinson off the glass. Makes it 18-10. 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. Nice passing by the Jayhawks. Good ball movement.
Travel.
I was waiting for this all night, Dave. You know what that is? That's jaywalking.
Good call.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, Dave. All right, back to the action. Mormon underneath to Goldsmith. Goldsmith cross-court pass. Back up top in the hands of Robinson. Robinson looks. 19 seconds on the clock. He's going to dribble in. Lots of traffic underneath. They're going to bring it back out, set things back up. Leach with the ball. Leach is going to take a jumper. Nothing but net from about, I'd say about 12 feet over here on the right-hand side.
Outstanding shot. Got some nice.
There's the top of the key three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Rebound at the buzzer. No good. That was Mike Townsend with the shot at the buzzer. Nice first quarter, 18-12 for the home team. As we get ready for the second period of action. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. This is commercial free too, Dave. You know, no commercials. You don't have to have a subscription or anything. It's brought to you free, courtesy of the Rockford Public School System. We're happy to be a part of it, obviously.
We definitely want to thank Andrew Lippert, who is the Technology Services Director at RPS 205, who comes and helps us get things set. I also want to say Zach Larson, AD here at Jefferson, for helping us with the accommodations, and, of course, always Dawn Williamson, who was an influential part of having these broadcasts brought to you. She is the head AD over Rockford Public Schools. So thank you to all three of those folks that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
No, absolutely. That was a pretty fast first quarter.
Shooting percentages, thanks to the young lady sitting next to me to my left, Deborah Cash, providing us with shot charts. East E-Rab shooting 50% in the first quarter. The Jefferson Jayhawks 24%.
Even with all those fouls, it seems like it went pretty fast.
Jaden Williams leading all scorers. He had 7 points first quarter. Malachi Robinson had 5 for the Jayhawks for the East E-Rabs. They were led by John Terry and Leach with 4, and a pair of threes went to Will Robinson and Angelo Mormon.
Will Robinson's going to start the second period with the ball. East High School looking to cut into the lead a little more. He gets tied up, and we're going to have a foul. That goes on Nasir Lewis, I believe. 2-4. Yep.
That'll be his first. Team first of the second quarter.
Okay, we'll do it again. Crawford will inbound this time.
Almanacci now checks in Doug for the Jayhawks. Will
Robinson with the ball. Into Goldsmith. He almost loses it. Gets it back. Goes underneath to Mormon. I think they're going to call traveling.
Yeah, good call by the official.
So that's not jaywalking. That's East E-Rabs traveling.
There you go.
Taking their time a little bit. Hudson surveys the court. Calls out some directions. Passes over to Robinson. Robinson back to Hudson. Hudson on the left wing. Gets the ball down underneath to Mike Townsend. Townsend took a look, passed it back out. He's got the ball again. Townsend doesn't pass on the shot this time off the front of the rim. Nice rebound. And a bounce pass underneath. Oh, up strong and taken away from him. Julius Crawford underneath just took the ball away on the shot attempt. Turnover though. Oh, I thought we were going to have a dunk there. Number 11, Malachi Robinson strips the pass and takes the shot and scores. Another turnover. Back to Robinson again. This time, that was close to a
soft
dunk.
Dunk, yep.
Yeah, soft dunk. He's got back-to-back steals and scores there. This time they call him on a foul. A little too aggressive, maybe.
That's going to be his first. Team second.
You can see the score down in the corner of our YouTube video there. It's 22-12, 6:35 to go.
At the end of one quarter of play, the Auburn Knights are leading the Boylan Titans boys basketball 16-13.
That was Leach with the jump shot that doesn't fall. Rebound goes to the Jayhawks. Little right-handed hook shot by Hudson won't fall. Rebound to the E-Rabs. Harper back in the game. He's running things. Finds Robinson out on the wing. Hits the three-point jump shot.
That gives him 6 points on the night so far for the East E-Rabs.
Robinson asks for a screen and gets it. Just directing traffic. Back in the hands of Hudson. Hudson listening to his coach, telling Robinson to come back up top. Robinson gets the ball. Down underneath, quick pass.
Great ball
Almanucci,
movement.
Yep. Back to the wing. Takes a look. Jaden Williams trying to get it underneath. Back into Almanucci. Almanucci takes a shot off the rim. No good. Going for the rebound. He knocks it out of bounds. That's off the hands of number 24, Nasir Lewis. Possession goes to the E-Rabs. 7-point lead for the Jayhawks. 5:20 remaining in the first half. Harper looking for a little screen and roll to Goldsmith. Passes on that, decides to go down to the left wing. A little too strong. Nice rebound, Goldsmith. He goes up, can't get it to drop. Jefferson out and running. That's Lewis. Goes with the left hand, up and in. Back to 9-point lead.
Picks up his first points of the night.
Harper goes up strong, gets the foul as he took a couple steps into the lane. Shot it with his right hand.
That foul is going to be on Zaire Hudson. That'll be his first, team third.
Yep.
4:48 to go, second period, 24-15 Jefferson Jayhawks.
Harper's going to get 2 freebies.
Harper 67%. First time at the line tonight.
First one in and out, off the back of the iron to the front of the iron.
Jaden Williams now checks back in for the Jefferson Jayhawks.
Let's see if Harper's second attempt. That one drops. 24-16, 8-point game. Malachi Robinson at the top of the key with the ball. Fires over to his right. Hudson down low. Back to Hudson. Back. Hudson passes. Good ball moving around the perimeter for the E-Rabs. Williams took the shot off the rim. Offensive rebound goes to the Jayhawks. Number 11 fires a long 3. Rebound, another offensive rebound. That time Almanici gets it partially blocked into the hands of Harper. E-Rabs will run. Harper looks at a 3, passes, backs up a little bit, decides to run the offense. Finds Crawford over on the low wing, back up to Robinson. Robinson dribbled through the lane, took a left-handed layup, won't fall. All the way with the right hand to the basket. Doesn't fall. Nice offensive rebound again for the Jayhawks. Doing a good job on the offensive side, getting those missed shots.
We got a timeout by the Jayhawks. Clock at 3:32. Left to play in the second period to play. The Jayhawks up 24-16. The Auburn Knights, second period, 5:33 to go. They are up 23-13 over the Boylan Titans. In the second period to play as well.
A lot of offensive rebounds for the Jayhawks.
You know what? Very impressed. A lot more aggressive than the last time that I saw them. Of course, it's early in the season when you get going. You know, your teams are still trying to work things out. And L.C. Robinson, who was a former player here at Jefferson.
Yeah, he's got his guys sweeping the glass. Every shot that goes up, man, they're right underneath there looking for that rebound.
And again, Brian Harper, I keep on to say Bryce Harper, Brian Harper, scoreless in the first quarter and only been to the free throw line 1 for 2. Still hasn't scored from the field. He comes in averaging 12 points, but we saw him the other night and he exploded in the second half. So
yeah, well, another bit of a slow start for Harper. Going to be the Jayhawks ball, inbounded by Williams here. Williams will go to Robinson. Robinson dribbles. Back to Williams, back to Robinson. Good passing, looking for an open man. Up top, that's Makoko. Almanici, long distance 3, off the front of the rim. This time, Goldsmith clears the glass for defensive rebound. E-Rabs with the 3. Robinson long off the back of the rim. Nice rebound, number 12, Jaden Williams. Williams to bring the ball up himself. Back to Almanici, and he jaywalked.
Hudson now checks back in for the Jayhawks. Clock at 2:54 to go here in the second period.
Kind of a rare turnover there for the Jayhawks. Harper runs things, coming back this direction. Oh, nice. Faked the handoff and took it down the left side himself for a nice left-handed layup. Looked like he was going to give and go and just didn't give.
And give him just a little bit of space and he'll blow right by you.
Yeah, he sure did there. Quick step. Jefferson working the ball around on offense. Big man Jaden Williams from the top of the key fires a three-pointer off the back of the rim. Defensive rebound goes to Harper. Harper, no stranger to bringing the ball up. That's his primary job. Long distance 3 off the rim. That was Leach. Leach gets the rebound back to Harper. Over to Robinson. Robinson fires the 3 off the front of the rim, and we got a whistle.
That's away from the ball.
Yep.
That's going to be on Goldsmith. That'll be his second. Team first.
Pushing off a little bit, trying to get that rebound, I think. Williams inbounds the ball to Hudson. Back to Williams. Back to Hudson. Little catch for them. Now we go over to the right-hand side. Back up to Hudson.
He's sitting back in the
Directing
zone.
traffic. Yeah, they're in a 2-3. They're content to let him pass the ball on the perimeter. He drives to the hoop, goes up soft with the right hand. Ball's loose on the floor. Back to the hands of Hudson. Hudson listening to the coach. Minute and 23. They got a 24-18 lead. Content with just passing it. Inside, outside. Little dribble drive. Takes the shot off the back of the rim. Another offensive rebound for the Jayhawks. This time we got it off the foot of Harper, I believe. Ball's going to remain down at this end.
Jefferson, Doug, being very patient on offense, coming down, trying to pass the ball, make the defense shift.
A lot of passes.
Clock now approaching the 1 minute mark here to go in the first half.
Hudson left-handed dribble. Back to him. He's kind of sizing things up. Now it looks like we got a little, maybe defense comes out a little bit. Takes one from the corner. That was Makoko. Missed that shot. Rebound goes to East. Harper down the lane, left-hand side. Goes back up top to Crawford. Crawford over to Leach. Leach down underneath the Goldsmith. Goldsmith takes a dribble, turns, fires a jumper off the back of the rim. Here come the Jayhawks. That's Mike Townsend with the dribble. He puts it back in the hands of Hudson. Coach Robinson. They're going to go with the passing again on the perimeter.
Go for last second shot, clock at
Looks like
5.
it. There we go. Up off the back of the rim. Here comes Harper. Harper fires one from over half court off the back of the rim. Wow. 1 half in the books already. Jayhawks have the 6-point lead as they go into the locker room. 24-18. Dave, let's take a little bit of a break. We'll leave the video on. We'll cut the audio for a minute or two. We're not going anywhere. We'll be right here. We'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. Welcome back to Kenneth Buster Lindsay Court here at Jefferson Senior High School. I'm Doug Halberstadt alongside Dave Peroni. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Dave, kind of what we expected, I think, a little bit. Slow start from the E-Rabs. Jefferson pretty hot. Did a really nice job on the offensive glass there. That kind of, I think that's why they got the lead.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of a adjustments head coach Roy Sackmaster makes in the second half of play. You know, Doug, looking at the stats that Debbie had given me so far, poor shooting in that second quarter. East 2 of 12 from the field. Jefferson Jayhawks 3 of 14.
Wow.
So each team only scored 6 respective points.
And that's why there were so many rebounds.
Exactly. Looking at some of the scoring, Malachi Robinson leads the Jefferson Jayhawks with 9 points at the half. Jaden Williams with 7. For the East E-Rabs, they were led by Will Robinson. He has 6 points. 4 points went to John Terry and Leach. East E-Rabs 2 of 4 from the free throw stripe. Jefferson Jayhawks 3 of 6. So, yeah, I mean, you got to clean things up a little bit. It's a defensive battle, but a lot of fouls.
Yeah.
Officials are calling this game kind of tight tonight.
Cold shooting on a cold night, you know. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the second half.
Just a reminder, we'll be back here Tuesday night for a girls' game. The Belvedere North Blue Thunder will come and visit the Jefferson Jayhawks. Belvedere North 1-2, Jefferson Jayhawks 0-3, trying to get their first win record on the board.
We'll be right back here inside the Jefferson High School, located on Samuelson Road in Rockford, Illinois. If you happen to be coming home for the holidays and you want to catch some basketball action, come on out. As I know you've said many, many times, Dave, because I've listened to your broadcast before, for football and basketball, the best ticket you can get in town for the low price to come in.
Absolutely. You know, this is the most pure sport. I love high school sports. It's a passion, and, you know, it's well supported. You get some of these big games when they're getting down into the second half of play once we turn the corner, and you got some sellout gymnasiums, you know, when Guilford and Auburn, you look at the closeness as we talked about earlier in the standings. You got all these teams, Guilford, Auburn, both 2-0, Hononegah, Belvedere, Boylan, and North all at 2-1. But what's good now is that the teams will get a chance to, and this is the thing we used to hang our hat on in coaching, is the fact that when you went to the Christmas tournaments, you get outside the conference. You go down and you get to see all the other teams, the Chicago teams down in Peoria, and you get a good gauge of what you need to work on going into the second half of the season.
Yeah, it kind of gives you an opportunity to step back without the pressure of the conference record, you know, on the line.
Yep.
Take a look at what you need to do, what you need to work on. You know, if you win some of those games, great. If you lose some of those games, it's not the end of the world. So, yeah, we'll be excited to get to the second half of the season. Not to jump ahead too far, but yeah, things heat up after January.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I had the opportunity to Fred Van Vliet Classic, Thanksgiving Classic, one of the top classics of high school basketball in the area. Saw some great teams there, some great players. And that's where you learn. You know, you don't want to go out and play where you're running all over the. I know I saw a score last week, 67-12.
Ouch.
That was in girls basketball. You're not learning anything.
No,
you know,
not for either side, really.
No, So, and I'm sure, you know, and you can't tell a team not to score.
No, not
to
the
play reserves
basketball.
come in.
Right.
Yeah, the reserves come in. They want to get their time.
Absolutely.
So
they want to take those shots.
Right.
You know, they want to show mom and dad that, you know, they're going to practice after school. We're just a few seconds away from starting the second half of tonight's contest between the Jayhawks, the home team, and the visiting East E-Rabs. They find themselves down by 6. Last Wednesday night, they came out strong in the second half and were able to basically close, 18 points at the half?
Yeah, it was an 18-point deficit, and they came back to just lose by 8 points.
Yeah,
so
they're only down 6 tonight. We'll see if they powered up again for the second half. Buzzer sounds, both teams in the huddle, getting some final instructions before we begin the second half of play.
Doug, you look at the Jefferson Jayhawks. They start 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. Very young team for L.C. Robinson, but I think he's done a tremendous job, as well as Roy Sackmaster, who I just totally admire. A lot of the coaches, Brian Ott, Chris Dixon, that have been around, a lot of long-standing coaches. Mike Winters, many times he's coached a lot of programs and just did a tremendous job. Going way back in the day, Donnie Tresmer, Alex Adargas.
That's when I was in high school, Don Tresmer and Charles Schultz. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
Coach Schultz at Harlem. All right, here we go. Jefferson inbounds the ball. They start the second half on the offensive side. This time they're shooting at the north end. Dribble down the lane, stops, turns around, pivots. Nice turnaround jump shot there for Malachi Robinson to get things started.
I want to throw another name in the hat, Steve Gores.
Oh,
outstanding coach, and Jim Likes.
Yep, Likes at Harlem. Nice rebound. A little short on the putback attempt there for Goldsmith. I'm sorry, that was Crawford.
Crawford held scoreless in the first half.
Yeah, he tried to come out and get that one. Just came up a little short. Almanici gets a blocked by Goldsmith. Into the hands of Harper. Harper dribbles out left behind the back. Back to Goldsmith. Goldsmith goes into the middle of the lane, takes a jumper off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Hudson. Hudson drives to the right hand. Oh, blocked out of bounds. Not in my neighborhood.
Goldsmith says, this is my territory and you're not coming in. And
no,
he really elevated his body and got a nice block.
He threw that one into about the second or third row there. Jefferson dribbles up at the top. That's Williams. Williams hands off to Robinson. Robinson gets a screen from Almanici. Almanici takes the three. In and out. Rebound Harper. Harper pushes the ball up. Harper will crossover. Back out to Crawford. Crawford looking back to Harper. Harper trying to get it underneath Goldsmith. He goes strong to the left side. Up with the right hand. Doesn't fall. Gets his own rebound. Back up, this time in.
Goldsmith in on that. It's 2 points. 6:21 to go, third quarter. Jayhawks up 26-20.
Williams to Hudson. Hudson back to Robinson. Robinson up top to Almanici. Back to Hudson. Almanici for three. In. Nice three-pointer for Almanici.
Gives him 5 points on the night for the Jayhawks.
Harper this time. Strong left hand in between the legs. Couple of dribbles. Trying to get it underneath to Crawford. And he got fouled. Foul on number 1, Zaire Hudson. Non-shooting.
That'll be his second. First team of the third quarter. 5:49 to go. Jayhawks up 29-20.
Harper inbounds the ball, tried to get it to Crawford. Off of a Jefferson player. Crawford ended up with the ball, and he lays it up and in.
Gets his first 2 points of the night.
All the way down the lane. That's Hudson. No good. Back out top. Still Almanici with the rebound. He got fouled. Robinson took a shot. No good. Another offensive rebound. That time it was Alejandro Almanici. Hope I'm saying that correctly. He'll find himself at the free throw line.
Will Robinson gets assessed with a foul. Almanici, second time at the line tonight, 0 for 1 back in the first period. And one thing that the East E-Rabs have got to do, they're allowing 3 shots offensive to the boards.
Yeah.
They got to box out. Is now checking back in is going to be Angelo Mormon for the Rabs.
He replaces number 23, Julius Crawford. First free throw, no good. The PA announcer says Almanachi. So,
Almanachi, okay, well, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Second one is good. 30-22. Will Robinson dribbles the left side, pulls up, brings it back out between the legs. Mormon just into the game, finds Harper cutting to the basket. Underneath, he thought he got fouled. Rebound, Goldsmith can't go. Here comes Almanacci. Oh, he got away with a little bit of a carry there, I think. Tried to go strong to the hoop was Robinson. Switched hands, can't get the layup to fall. He comes back on defense, finds Harper. There's a three-pointer for Mormon. Mormon off the front of the rim. Into the hands of, he loses. Back into the hands of Leach. Leach has got the ball. He dribbles over to the right hand, takes a jumper, blocked from behind by number 11, Robinson. Robinson in the hand of Makoko. Makoko takes a shot off the front of the rim. No good. Harper with the rebound. And dribbles off his legs, out of bounds. It's going to go to the Jayhawks.
Nice sequence of track star running up and down the court. Everybody not able to score off a transition play. Both of these teams like to run.
I just made those names up as I went along, Dave. Hopefully got them right. All right, Hudson with the ball. Slow down for me. I'm an old man here. They say nope. Right into Almanacci. He's going to dribble. Going to go up strong. Off the rim. Rebound to Goldsmith. Goldsmith to Harper. Harper brings it down on the right-hand side. Back up top to Mormon. Mormon goes to the left. Looks down in the left wing there. That was Robinson. Back up top to Goldsmith. Goldsmith underneath the Mormon. Mormon shoots a little too strong off the glass. Another rebound to the Jayhawks. Hudson over to Williams. Williams off the rim. Back to Hudson with the rebound. He goes up strong and gets fouled. And the basket. Hudson in the right place at the right time with the rebound and the hoop and the foul.
And the foul going to be on Mormon. That'll be his first. Team second. Hudson at the line, 0 for 1 back in the first quarter. Clock at 3:53 to go. Jefferson Jayhawks up 32-22.
Oh, we got some problem about, we got a technical.
And we got a technical on head coach.
It's all over. One of the players took his shirt off, and he was bare-chested. He had on a long-sleeve shirt underneath. Zach Meister said he's taking the long sleeve shirt off, and I guess he can't do that. So they called the foul on the bench. Zach Meister not happy. They wouldn't be happy if I took my shirt off either, Dave. So shooting the technical, that's Hudson. In and out.
Yeah, Roy Sackmaster, not a very happy camper on that one. I gotta agree. I don't know what the rule is. If you can take your shirt off,
Must not be able to take your shirt off. He was bare-chested.
He's off the court.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You have to look that one up. Okay, now at the line, Ben Grashek.
Graysick.
Okay.
We hope. Apologize if we're mispronouncing.
His drops. He's going to get 2 shots, I think.
Yeah, bench technicals of 2.
Well, this is the 3rd free throw, though. That one drops.
Oops.
And the Jayhawks maintain possession. Hudson with the ball. Looks for a screen and a roll. Back out to Williams. Williams with the ball. Gets it to Graycheck. Graycheck up top, back to Hudson. Hudson looks left, looks right, goes left. Now he's back to the right. Turns around, finds number 24, up off the glass, no good. That was Nasir Lewis with that one. Harper takes a long 3 off the front of the rim. Nice rebound. That's Lewis. Grabbed that nice rebound. Hudson at the top ski, dribbles to the right, finds Lewis. Lewis back up top. Great check with the ball. Back to Mike Townsend. Here for a three. Off the back of the rim. That was Hudson. Down. Off of East on that out of bounds.
Scoreboard update from Auburn High School. 5 minutes to go in the third period of play. The Auburn Knights leading the Boylan Titans 43-33.
Here we've got the Jayhawks 34. Oh, stopping the play again here. I think an inline violation as they were trying to get the ball in bounds. 34-22 Jayhawks with 2:55 to go into third, Dave.
Still anybody's game, a lot of time left.
Okay, that's Delanio Benford. Oh, no, he's going to be replaced by Goldsmith. Goldsmith will inbound to Harper. Harper will run the offense. He's got Robinson downneath. He's got Townsend. Right now, Harper back with the ball, looks for a jumper, stoppage of play. No basket, fouled before he took that shot.
I think foul is going to be on Zaire Hudson. That'll be his third. Got him with a little bit of a push-off, Doug. Julius Crawford now checks back in for the E-Rabs. Clock at 2:41, 34-22 Jayhawks.
Harper inbounds to Leach. Leach back up top to Goldsmith. Goldsmith back to Harper. Harper dribbles down the left-hand side of the lane. Takes a little layup jumper off the back of the glass. Good for two. Underneath real quick. Number 12 up strong. Rebound back to Jefferson. Up top Hudson. Hudson dribble drive down the left side lane. Up and in with about a 10-foot jumper.
6 points for Hudson.
Harper gets a screen from Goldsmith. Goldsmith backs down underneath. He's going to go up strong. Goes up with the right hand. Gets the layup and the foul. Jayhawks by 10. 2:07 to go into third.
Jaden Williams gets assessed with a foul, his second. Marquise Goldsmith back at the line. Second time tonight, he was 0 for 1 back in the first.
All right, let's see what he does here. Takes a deep breath, bends the knees. Nice little soft touch off the front of the rim. Battling for the rebound, controlled by the Jayhawks. Long pass up front. That's Malachi Robinson underneath with the left hand. But he traveled. Took one too many steps when he got underneath the basket there.
Clock at 2 minutes go in the third quarter.
Goldsmith to Harper. Harper Jr. Drives strong, goes up, gets fouled. Trying to be a little more active into the game in the second half again. Harper comes alive after halftime.
That's on Hudson. That's going to be his fourth.
Brian Harper Jr. He's a senior, 5'9", runs the offense.
Second time at the line tonight, 1 for 2. Came in tonight, 67% shooter from the stripe, and we got, what do we got here?
One of the officials is sending John Tyrion Leach over to the bench. Something with his eye?
He might have got poked in the eye.
Yeah.
McCoco now checks in for the Jayhawks.
And Maurice Holland for the E-Rabs. I think you got that.
Yep.
All right, at the line, Brian Harper Jr. First attempt. Swish. 36-27. Cuts the lead to 9. They're just kind of hanging around, keeping that at about 9 or 10 points. Makes the second one, 36-28. Malachi Robinson passes off to Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams looks to go strong off the glass. And we got a foul on number 21 there. That's Mike Townsend. He went up strong for the rebound, but kind of got on the guy's back.
That's going to be his fifth, or excuse me, that's the 15th foul. It's going to be his first.
That means we go to the free throw line, right?
Yep, bonus.
Yep. All right, so we'll see he's going to shoot. Looks like Goldsmith may be working his way to the stripe.
Auburn leading the Boylan Titans 52-38 with 2:48 counting in the third period of play.
All right, we got East Rabs in the bonus here. Every time we got another foul for the minute 38, they're going to be finding themselves shooting some free throws. First one good. 36-29, down to 7 points. Little by little.
They chip away.
This could cut it to 6 if this one goes. And it does. 36-30, Jayhawks. Malachi Robinson's going to bring the ball across court, half-court line. Sits up. Passes over to the left-hand side. That's Makoko. Makoko back to Williams. Williams to Robinson. Robinson listening to his coach, getting some instructions. Back to Mike Townsend. Townsend over to Williams. Williams to Makoko. Makoko's got the ball. He's guarded closely. So close that it got taken away. Maurice Holland, that's strong defensive player. If you remember from Wednesday night, he had the assignment of guarding Danforth, and he was tough on the defensive side. Got called for a few fouls. Speaking of fouls, Harper on his way to the basket got fouled by number 3. That's Makoko. He gets called for reaching in on him.
That'll be his second. And there we go.
So Harper's going to be at the line.
Yep. 3 for 4 from the line tonight for Brian Harper, Jr.
First one up and in.
50.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Now checking back in for the Jayhawks is Almanacci.
We're down to a 5-point deficit for the visiting E-Rabs. This could cut it to 4. And it does. Jefferson gone a little cold here.
Yeah, the East E-Rabs has stepped up their defense and doing a great job playing man. Switch back to man.
Robinson to Lewis. Turnover. That'll go back to East. Another chance to cut into the lead. Jayhawks turned it over out of bounds. Goldsmith will inbound. He's got his backcourt mate Harper.
Zyshawn Young has checked in for the Jefferson Jayhawks.
Looks like Jayhawks got a little size out there now, some bigger guys. Up underneath, goes strong to hoop and gets fouled. That's Will Robinson who tried to take it in among the timber.
Mike Townsend gets tagged with a foul.
Got 2 free throws here. When you want to score, when the clock's not running.
That's what you. Will Robinson back at the line. 1 for 2.
He could cut it to 3 and possibly even down to 2. Misses the first one.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah, tons of time. A whole quarter. 36-32 here. 31 seconds left in the third period. Will Robinson takes a dribble, eyes it up. Ooh, in and out around the rim. Nice rebound. Goldsmith, though. He cuts it to a 2-point deficit. 23 seconds to go in the third period. Ball in the hands of Mike Townsend. Mike dribbles with his left hand back to the right. He's guarded closely by Harper. Harper's going to get a foul. That's how closely he was guarded.
No, we got a timeout. Jayhawk timeout.
12.2 seconds to go, Dave, and we're down to a 2-point lead.
And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Doug, I got to tell you, the East E-Rabs, same thing as what we saw against the Auburn Knights. They just came chipping back away. Nice.
They're tenacious, you know.
Nice third quarter.
Yep. You know, they say there's football teams that are second half teams. I think the East E-Rabs are a second half team.
Both these coaches do a tremendous job with their programs.
Yeah, you can tell the players are dialed in, you know, working hard, both sides. Just Jefferson's gone cold, you know.
Yeah, they've only scored 3 baskets from the field, 4 baskets from the field. Again, just a reminder, we'll be back here Tuesday night for the girls game, Belvedere North Blue Thunder against the Lady Jefferson Jayhawks. I believe the start time might be at 6:30.
Townsend inbounds the ball to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Robinson. So he goes strong to the hoop, and he draws a foul. He'll be shooting 2. So we had Will Robinson on Malachi Robinson.
Foul is on Goldsmith. That's going to be his 3rd. Robinson at the line, 3 for 4.
Malachi Robinson at the line. First one goes. It's about the first point for Jefferson in a couple minutes.
Yeah, they
37-34. We got 0.2 of a second left. In and out. Oh, I'm sorry, in. Oh, dropped. 4-point lead at the end of the third. 38, Jefferson. East E-Rabs 34.
We'll take a quick pause. We'll be right back.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play here. Jefferson holding on to a 4-point lead.
Doug
E-Rabs just clawing back little by little at the free throw line.
Shooting percentages just
still abysmal.
Tough. He's 5 of 13 from the field. Jefferson Jayhawks 5 of 17 in the third quarter of play. Only 1 point made, and that was by the Jefferson Jayhawks. For the scoring, 13 points for Malachi Robinson. He leads the Jefferson Jayhawks, and for the East E-Rabs through 3 quarters of play is Marquise Goldsmith with 10 and Brian Harper Jr. with 9. 38-34.
On the floor for E-Rabs, Robinson, Harper, Crawford, Goldsmith, and Leach. There, got the ball. Into the hands of Goldsmith. He's looking underneath for, into the hands of Crawford. He was looking underneath for Goldsmith. Tried to pass. Stolen by the Jayhawks. Down the lane with a nice right-handed and a nice putback. Mike Townsend with the offensive rebound and basket.
Yeah, I got a weak side rebound.
Harper goes strong with the left hand up off the glass, around the hoop and in. Nice left-handed layup there for Harper. Malachi Robinson up top to Almanacci. Nachi down to Townsend. Back behind the dribble there for number 12, Jaden Williams. He gets the ball back in the hands of Townsend. Townsend passes it off to Robinson. Malachi Robinson into number 30. That's Zizan Young, new player in the game. Number 12 with the jumper, Jaden Williams. About a 15-foot jumper there from the free throw line. Harper dribbles down the left side again, goes up, pass over to the right-hand shot on the left side. Rebound goes to Jefferson. Jefferson underneath for a three-pointer. Almanacci from the corner. Almanacci 6:30 left in the game, 45-36. Back to a 9-point lead for the Jayhawks.
What a touch from way outside for the big guy.
Yeah. Julius Crawford trying to go inside, gets his pocket picked. That's Almanacci playing both ends of the floor. He's going to go strong. Up, and he gets the foul. Nice transition there from Almanacci. Grabbed the rebound, drove, went to the hoop, and got fouled.
That's going to be on Goldsmith. That's going to be his fourth. Almanacci going to the line. 1 for 3.
First one up and takes a big bounce off the back of the rim. No good.
Maurice Holland now checks in for the E-Rabs in place of Julius Crawford.
Nasir Lewis back in for the Jayhawks. Almanacci's second attempt. Off the back of the rim again. Rebound Harper. Harper pushes up. He's going to drive the lane. Gets fouled. He passed out to Maurice Holland down in the left wing, who was setting up for a three, but he got the foul before all that could happen.
Foul assessed to Jaden Williams.
Will Robinson with the dribble. Back to Harper. Harper on the left. He's going to go up. Try to reverse layup off the back of the backboard, I think. Oh, long pass down court. Goes out of bounds. Couldn't control that one. Will Robinson will inbound. He finds Harper. Got Goldsmith underneath. He's got Leach over on the right wing. Into Goldsmith in the middle. He takes a big dribble. Up. Nice defense. Goes off of him, out of bounds. Trying to work it in underneath to Goldsmith. And Jayhawks doing a good job of denying that.
Clock now at 5:38 regulation. Jayhawks up 45-36. Still anybody's game.
Malachi Robinson with a couple dribbles between the legs, passes it off to Williams. Williams takes a three and scores. Goldsmith on the perimeter to Leach. Back to Robinson. Robinson to Holland. Holland across over to Leach. Leach dribble drives, thinks about it. Goes to the middle, back out to Holland. Holland fires a long one. Nothing but air on that one, NBA shot. Dribble drive, gets a block. Goldsmith fights for the ball. Townsend comes up with it. Up and in, Mike Townsend. That's going to call for a timeout. 50-36. We're back up to 14 points, Dave, just like that.
Yeah, the Jayhawks have been making some runs. The East has come down and unable to successfully get some offense going and get the ball in the basket. And Jefferson Jayhawks have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, they came out strong here. Kind of the tale of two periods. Third period belonged to East, and so far, fourth period's going to the favor of the Jayhawks.
Yeah, East has only scored one basket here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was 36-38.
38-34.
Okay.
At the end of three.
Yeah. So Jayhawks have scored 12 already, and we're not even halfway through the period. 4:41 to play in the game. Friday night high school basketball here in Rockford, Illinois.
5 minutes to go over at Auburn High School. Auburn leading the Boylan Titans 63-52.
Goldsmith gets the ball from the official, and he immediately hands off to Harper. Harper Jr. Harper Jr. with the left-hand dribble. Back to Goldsmith. He goes to his right. Looks to go up strong. Off his foot. Almanacci with a nice play. Hustle there. Bounced it off of Goldsmith. Possession Jayhawks. Goldsmith was on the floor, lost control of the ball. Almanici grabbed it, bounced it off of him lying on the floor. Possession, Jayhawks. Malachi Robinson with the dribble between the legs, brings the ball up, comes to the right side. Back to the left-hand dribble. He's going to take a layup. Actually looked to pass it off to Almanachi. Almanachi, I don't think was expecting it, and went out of bounds. Ball to the E-Rabs. Harper with the dribble. He's guarded by Robinson. Back over to Holland. Holland took a jumper. Rebound, Goldsmith, up and in. And he gets the foul. So Goldsmith will be shooting for the extra here, the old-fashioned three-point play, as they say.
Almanachi's charged with that foul. Marquise Goldsmith has been 2 for 4 from the line tonight.
He's going to try to cut the lead to 11, and he does. Malachi Robinson being hounded by his probably not a relative, Will Robinson. So it's Robinson on Robinson, and we got a foul on Will Robinson. You might be able to hear some coaching going on by Zach Meister. Zach Meister.
Master.
Meister.
Zach Master. Zach Master. Yeah, you can't hand check.
Malachi Robinson with the ball. There's Will Robinson back on Malachi. Back to Jaden Williams. He gets it to Almanachi. Almanachi takes the jumper off the front of the rim. Nice, strong rebound, Townsend. He goes back up. Mike Townsend with the lay-in.
Big board that time. He got way up and got that.
Yeah, he was
Off
up
the
there
glass.
above the rim. Harper. Nice turnaround spin move there. Won't fall for Johnston. John Terrian Leach. Here come the Jayhawks. Back up top. Malachi Robinson, guarded by Will Robinson. Gets the screen from Almanachi. A little screen and roll. Robinson down the lane. Goes up with a layup. Rebound, Goldsmith. Here come the E-Rabs. That's Will Robinson. Fires a right-handed layup. Doesn't foul. Oh, we got a technical. What happened here, Dave? Personal foul. Well, call it technical on
Almanachi.
And
a technical.
Almanachi.
So Robinson will go to the line to shoot free throws for the East E-Rabs. Clock at 2:29, 52-39. Jayhawks in the lead. Chance to get some points while the clock stopped.
First one good. Almanachi must have said something about that foul that the official didn't appreciate.
And these guys haven't been very lenient out there as far as calling fouls.
No, they're
tonight.
calling it tight. Both ways.
Yeah. Oh, they're consistent.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Second one good. He's going to stay and get one more. Will Robinson, number 3, trying to make his third in a row free throw here. 52-41, 11 points with 2:29 left to go. Jayhawks have the lead. Makes 3 in a row, 52-42. Oh, he's going to get another one.
Oh, must have been a two-shot foul. And then
And 2-shot. Oh, 3 out of 4, not bad.
cuts the lead to 10.
I'm confused how he got 4 free throws.
Yeah, I don't.
Did I miss something?
Was he in the act of shooting on the foul?
Yeah, I think so.
So then he got the 2 and then the 2 for the technical.
Okay. So you got 2-shot technical. Okay. I got to play along at home, Doug. Harper with the ball. Gets a screen from Townsend. I'm sorry, Leach.
Mistimed.
Went back to Harper. Tried to get a pass into Goldsmith. Yeah, just a little off on the timing. Hudson up top. Back to Williams. Williams with the ball, gets hounded. Gets the ball into Hudson. Hudson was on his way out of bounds. He's able to jump up in the air and throw it off the East player. So Jefferson will maintain possession when we come back. Got a timeout on the court. 52-42. 10-point lead for the home team.
1 minute to go over at Auburn High School at the Castle. Fourth period to play. The Auburn Knights up 75-62. Again, 1:32 to go in regulation. So it looks like the Auburn Knights are going to be on their way to be 3-0. The Boylan Titans would fall to 2-2. Boylan Titans with a new coach, Luke Weber, who's done a tremendous job for that program. Lost on a buzzer beater the other night by Belvedere. Luke Weber, a former player at Boylan High School, went on to be an assistant coach over at Rockford Lutheran. Great family, great sports family. Dad played basketball, brothers, baseball and basketball.
We're inside at 2 minutes to play. A minute and 58 left in the game. 10-point lead for the home team. They'll have the ball. Jaden Williams going to inbound. I'm sorry. That's 21. Mike Townsend inbounds. Malik Robinson, Hudson. Williams back to Hudson. Hudson makes a nice pass into the interior. Right now, Jefferson just content to pass the ball around, run some time off the clock. East giving them everything they can handle. Holland comes up with it, gets it over to Goldsmith. Goldsmith underneath and a basket. Ball hawking defense pays off for the East E-Rabs right there.
Yeah, they had tenacious defense that time. Clock at 1:29. Cut the lead 52-44, and Doug, don't count these East E-Rabs out.
No, that Maurice Holland is just a defensive beast. Eight-point lead. Davey, can you see the possession arrow?
It should be going to Jefferson.
Okay. So Jefferson's got the possession arrow. 4 fouls on the Jayhawks, only 2 on East. We reset things here for the final few seconds of this game. A lot of coaching going on right now over on the Jayhawks bench. Got the whole team gathered around head coach L.C. Robinson.
Very intense coach.
Yeah.
I think LC's been here, I have to ask him, I think a couple, 3 years maybe. Great gentleman to talk to.
Yeah, he's got the second buzzer here. They're getting ready to, the ref here, tell him he's thinking about giving a tee. And they make it out on the floor just in time. Minute and 29 left in tonight's contest. Jefferson will inbound the ball over on the south end of the court. They got to go all the way to the north side to score. Mike Townsend looks to inbound. A little full court pressure here by the E-Rabs. Kind of be expected at this point in the game when you're down by 8. Will Robinson on Malachi Robinson.
See the Jayhawks spread the floor, try to take some time off the clock.
Malachi's got the ball. He's hounded by Will Robinson and Holland. Into Hudson. Hudson loves the dribble.
And they're going to call a foul, reach-in foul.
Ball was on the floor. He was trying to get it to Mike Townsend. Ball will be side out of bounds.
Oh, he got
in the eye again.
Oh, man, that is.
Leach. John Terry and Leach. I think that's the second time tonight.
His eyebrow is really.
Looks like he's going back to the locker room.
Yeah, they got to get some ice on him. He
that's
must have caught
the
an
second
elbow.
time I think he's gotten that right eye.
Marquise Goldsmith now picks up his 5th foul.
And he fouls out.
Julius Crawford comes in.
And Delaney and Benford. Marquise Robinson ahead to Jaden Williams. Back to Hudson. Down low, double teamed.
Yeah, if you're going to spread the floor, you don't want to go down to the corner.
No,
these D-Rebs
get caught in that coffin corner.
Yeah, they've got one of the best trapping defenses so far I've seen this year.
All right, we're at the 1 minute mark.
1 minute mark.
52-44.
They took the score off, but the Auburn Knights defeated the Boylan Titans tonight.
Oh yeah, I see John Terry and Leach now coming back. He's got a Band-Aid on that eyebrow. Looks like the left eye. Looks like a boxer almost.
Yeah, he must have caught a stiff elbow in the eyebrow.
All right, back out on the floor for the East Rabs. Number 23, Crawford. Number 10, Delaney Benford. Number 3, Will Robinson. Number 2, Maurice Holland. And number 0, Brian Harper Jr. That's your Rabs. Coming out for Jefferson, number 1, Zaire Hudson. Number 11, Malachi Robinson. Over in the corner, number 24, Nasir Lewis. And then it's 21, Mike Townsend, and 12, Jaden Williams. That's your Jayhawks. Try to get the ball inbounds. Kind of got it knocked out of his hands by Will Robinson, so they'll do it again. He gets called for delay of game. Officials discussing.
I have not, in 21 years of broadcasting, heard the delay of game call.
Is that right?
Never heard that one.
Yeah, he reached across the line, knocked the ball out of his hand.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, okay. I blocked from the coach there, so
yep, okay.
My apologies.
That's why we're both here. Wow, nice save there. Goes to Holland. Holland looking around. He gets it in the hands of Harper. Harper takes a long 3 off the rim. Big rebound up to number 11, Malachi Robinson. He gets it down to number 21, Townsend. Up to Robinson, back underneath to Lewis. Lewis up top, gets it in the stolen actually by Will Robinson. He goes up strong, misses the layup, offensive rebound to Julius Crawford. Crawford at the top of the rim with that rebound, just laid it back in. 52-46. 6-point lead, holding on to a tenuous lead here. About a half a minute to go in the game. Right now, they've got the clock on timing out what's left in the timeout, so I can't actually see the game clock, so I don't know exactly what it was. But I think we're inside of 30.
A couple other scores from around the area, not in our area, but the Fulton Streamers defeated West Carroll Thunder 61-39. And the Canelan Knights defeated the Rochelle Hubs 43-28. Again, Auburn a winner over the Boylan Titans tonight.
Okay, Mike Townsend's going to try to inbound the ball. He's guarded Julius Crawford. Crawford backs off. He runs the inline, which he can do on the inbounds here. Gets it in the hand of Hudson. Back to underneath all by himself for the easy left-handed layup. That's number 24, Nasir Lewis. Harper, 17 seconds to go. Harper up top, takes a long-distance 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by number 10. That was Benford. Beat Jefferson's ball with 11 seconds to go and an 8-point lead. Harper drives, goes up for a reverse layup and makes it. Timeout East. 6 seconds to go. And a 6-point lead.
54-48.
6.1 on the game clock. 1 minute on the timeout clock. East just not giving up, you know.
No, they're a battling team, and that's a credit to head coach Roy Sackmaster. He's done a tremendous job with this program. Now,
yeah,
you want to try to get a 5-second count if you can.
Yeah, foul them right away.
We've seen stranger things happen. And
oh, lots of times. Lots of times. On the court, Julius Crawford, Brian Harper, Delaney Benford, Will Robinson, and Maurice Holland. Those are your 5 E-Rabs. Buzzer sounds. Here come the Jayhawks. Looks like Jaden Williams is going to be charged with getting the ball in bounds. He's got 3 players in the front court and 2 on the other side of the half-court line. Quickly gets it in bounds to Malachi Robinson. Robinson, good ball handler. He's going to take it and dribbles the timeout. Our final, your home team, the Jefferson Jayhawks, 54. The visitors, the East E-Rabs, 48. 6-point game. That was a good contest. Very competitive. Dave, we're going to take a little break, let you collect some numbers there, and let's take like a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap things up tonight. How's that?
sounds good.
All right, we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Welcome back to the RPS 205 basketball game on Friday night, where you just heard us call the victorious Jefferson Jayhawks over the E-Rabs. Dave, you got some numbers?
Doug, we do. For the winners of Jefferson Jayhawks, they were led by Malachi Robinson. He had 13 points on the night, followed by Jaden Williams. He had 12 points, and 9 points went to Almanichi. The Jefferson Jayhawks 8 for 16 from the free throw stripe tonight. For the East E-Rabs, they were led by Marquise Goldsmith. He had 15 points on the night. 13 points went to Brian Harper Jr., and 9 points went to Will Robinson. The East E-Rabs 12 and 19 from the free throw stripe tonight.
You said you talked to the coaches earlier prior to the game, and they thought that it might be a little bigger disparity score-wise tonight, you said.
Yeah, and Jefferson Jayhawks, unsure because of what they've shown. They've struggled so far in the season, but boy, I'll tell you what, Coach L.C. Robinson has done a tremendous job, as well as Roy Sackmaster. They were out of it, the point differential was different, but he always gets his players the second half to come back and score. It's just hopefully maybe get a little bit faster start as the season goes on. But it's still early in the season. These teams have only had, maybe some 8-9 games that they played so far. So still plenty of time in the conference. The Rockford East is now 1-3 in conference. Jefferson Jayhawks get their first win. They're 1-3.
Good for them. Nice to win at home in front of your home team, especially on the Hall of Fame night. They had that ceremony at the beginning of the game, so that was nice.
That was great.
We'll be back here in this exact spot on Tuesday night for the girls' game.
Tuesday night, Belvedere North and Jefferson Jayhawks. We'll do our first girls' basketball game, which will be exciting.
Okay.
Again, we want to thank first of all, we want to thank Zach Larson, the athletic director here at Jefferson High School, for accommodations and helping us get these wonderful seats. Didn't have to pay for them.
No, that's kind of nice.
Also want to thank Andrew Lippert, who is the technology service director for RPS 205, and Dawn Williamson, who is the head AD of Rockford Public Schools, and the lady to my left, Deborah Cash, for the assistance for all the shot charts and shooting percentages. And you, my friend, great call again.
Happy to do it. Love doing it, actually.
We're having some fun, and we're just going to get the season going. One more game, or two more games, I believe, and then they go to Christmas break.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. And to all of those that joined us tonight, near and far, appreciate that you stopped in and gave us a shot, a little listen. Appreciate the shout-outs. And we'll look forward to seeing you again right here on Tuesday night. That's December, help me out on the date, Dave. I think that's the 15th, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right.
No, that would be wrong because today's the 12th. Next Tuesday night. What the hell's that? We'll be back. Hope you can join us then. Everybody have a great, safe weekend. Stay warm, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Good night, everyone.